Hello everyone, in this video we will discuss on important current affairs. Subscribe to the channel if the information is helpful. At the end of the video we will revise all the questions once. Let's start. Panna Tiger Reserve gets UNESCO Biosphere Reserve status is located in which state? Answer is Madhya Pradesh. Panna Tiger Reserve is located in Madhya Pradesh. Now it has got the UNESCO Bioreserve status. What is this Biosphere Reserve status? It means it is included in the World Network of Biosphere Reserves. World Network of Biosphere Reserves covers internationally designated protected areas, also known as biosphere reserves, that demonstrate a balanced relationship between people and nature. And also remember, this is the third biosphere reserve from Madhya Pradesh which got biosphere reserve status. Other two are Pachmarhi and Amarkantak. And also remember, Panna was given the Award of Excellence in 2007 as the best maintained national park of India by the Ministry of Tourism. Next question is, which bank became the first bank to go live on RBI's account aggregator framework? Answer is IndusInd Bank. IndusInd Bank has become the first bank in India to go live on the new account aggregator framework of the Reserve Bank of India. The account aggregator framework of RBI will enable customers to avail benefits like viewing statements of their accounts, track deposits, plan investments and avail credit cards on a single window. One recent news about RBI is recently government appointed M. Rajeshwar Rao as the new Deputy Governor of RBI. Remember, RBI has 4 Deputy Governors. Other 3 Deputy Governors are MD Patra, BP Kanungo and MK Jain. And who is the present RBI Governor? Shaktikanta Das. Also remember another important point. Recently RBI announced to implement Technology Vision for Cyber Security for Urban Cooperative Banks 2020-2023 with 5-pillared strategic approach named GUARD. Next question is, Tamil Nadu government will provide how much amount as monthly financial assistance to young lawyers under Young Advocates Welfare Fund? Answer is rupees 3000. Tamil Nadu Chief Minister is Edappadi K. Palaniswamy. He has launched the Young Advocates Welfare Fund, under which the young lawyers who has just come out of the law colleges in the state would get a monthly financial assistance of rupees 3000 per month each for 2 years. This will help fresh candidates to sustain themselves during the initial period so that they do not shift their profession, because usually it takes 3 to 4 years to begin practice as an advocate in the court, because the registration in the bar council and the mandatory practicing under a senior advocates takes time. This fund can help them until they can start their career as an advocate. Next question is, which state has become the first state in India to fix floor price for vegetables? Answer is Kerala. Kerala has become the first state of India to fix the floor price for vegetables to provide relief and support to farmers. This floor price is a government imposed price to be charged to procure vegetables from farmers, and the limit for this is fixed at 20% above the production cost of the vegetables, and this is for 16 varieties of vegetables produced in Kerala. Even if the market price goes below the floor price, vegetables will be procured at the floor price from farmers. This will secure the farmers in terms of fluctuations in the prices. This scheme is with effective from 1st November 2020. I will remind you some recent news about Kerala. Recently, Kerala became the first state in India to announce high-tech classrooms and labs in all its public schools. Also, Kerala was in news recently for becoming the state with highest literacy rate of 96.2% in the country. Also recently, Kerala's Health Minister K.K. Shailaja has been named as the Top Thinker 2020 by Prospect magazine, and also Kerala has won UN Award for Prevention and Control of Non-Communicable Diseases Related Sustainable Development Goals. And recently, the first woman Chief Justice of Kerala K.K. Usha passed away. Next question. Telangana government has launched which portal for land and property registrations recently? Answer is Dharani. Chief Minister of Telangana is K. Chandrasekhar Rao. Recently, he launched a web portal named Dharani for land and property registrations. The state government will undertake all the property transactions, including registrations, through this web portal. This will simplify the registration, succession and even partition of agricultural lands to ensure that the entire process is completed within a few minutes, and the e-Patadar passbook is provided to the landowners immediately. Also remember some recent news. The government of Telangana has launched Artificial Intelligence for Agricultural Innovation program recently, and recently capital of Telangana Hyderabad was ranked 16th in the world's most surveilled cities with the maximum number of CCTV surveillance cameras. And another point is, Women's Safety Wing of Telangana Police has launched a campaign, Cyber, to provide safe cyberspace for women and children. Next question is, Indian Railways has launched which initiative for the security of women in trains recently? Answer is Mary Saheli. The Indian Railways has introduced a new initiative called Mary Saheli to provide safety and security to women passengers during their train journeys. This initiative has been launched by the Railway Protection Force of Indian Railways. A team of lady officer and staff have been formed under the new initiative, which will visit all passenger coaches of the train, including ladies coaches, to identify women passengers. And this team will note down their journey details like coach number and seat number, especially if a lady is traveling alone on the train. Passengers will be briefed about security helpline numbers as well as other precautions like not to take food with strangers, buying food from only authorized IRCTC stalls, taking care of luggage, etc. Next question is, what is the extended deadline for viva, vishwas scheme of the Government of India? Answer is 31st March 2021. Viva Vishwas is a direct tax dispute settlement scheme which was announced in the Union Budget 2020. As per this, a taxpayer would be required to pay only the amount of the disputed taxes and will get complete waiver of the interest and penalty if he pays by 31st March 2020. Those who avail this scheme after 31st March 2020 will have to pay 10% additional penalty and interest amount. And now this has been extended till 31st March 2021. Next question is, which country hosted the 19th meeting of SCO Ministers of Foreign Economy and Foreign Trade recently? Answer is India. India has hosted the 19th meeting of SCO Ministers of Foreign Economy and Foreign Trade. This meeting was held under the chairmanship of Union Minister of Commerce and Industry of India. Who is the Union Minister of Commerce and Industry? Piyush Goyal. This meeting concluded with the adoption of 4 documents. They are Statement on the Response to COVID-19, Statement on the Multilateral Trading System of Ministers of SCO countries who are WTO members, Statement on SCO Cooperation on Intellectual Property Rights, Action Plan for Implementation of MOU to stimulate cooperation within the framework of SCO in the field of MSMEs. Next question is, when is National Unity Day celebrated? Answer is 31st October. National Unity Day or Rashtriya Ekta Divas is celebrated on 31st October. This day is celebrated to commemorate the birth anniversary of Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. 2020 marks the 145th birth anniversary of Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. Remember, he was known as Iron Man of India and he was the first Home Minister and Deputy Prime Minister of India. He played an instrumental role in India's struggle for independence and later during the integration of the country. I'll remind you some recent important days. World Cities Day is also observed on 31st October and on 29th October, World Psoriasis Day is observed. Next question is, Mesut Yilmaz, who passed away recently, was a former Prime Minister of which country? Answer is Turkey. Mesut Yilmaz was a veteran politician and former Prime Minister of Turkey. He served as Prime Minister of Turkey 3 times in the 1990s. His first 2 prime ministerial terms were for just 1 month in 1991 and then in 1996, while the third term was from 1997 to 1999. I'll remind you one recent news associated with India and Turkey. Recently, India built Atal Tunnel, which is the longest tunnel above 10,000 feet in the world. The electromechanical works of this tunnel was done by Turkish company Savronic. Now we'll revise all the questions once. Panna Tiger Reserve gets UNESCO Biosphere Reserve status is located in which state? Madhya Pradesh. Which bank became the first bank to go live on RBI's account aggregator framework? IndusInd Bank. Tamil Nadu government will provide how much amount as monthly financial assistance to young lawyers under Young Advocates Welfare Fund? Rupees 3,000. Which state has become the first state in India to fix floor prices for vegetables? Kerala. Telangana government has launched which portal for land and property registrations recently? Dharani. Indian Railways has launched which initiative for the security of women in trains recently? Mary Saheli. What is the extended deadline for viva vishwas scheme of the Government of India? 31st March 2021. Which country hosted the 19th meeting of SCO Ministers of Foreign Economy and Foreign Trade recently? India. When is National Unity Day celebrated? 31st October. Mesut Yilmaz, who passed away recently, was a former Prime Minister of which country? Turkey. These are the important current affairs for today. Thank you.